Identifying the reversal today, getting a massive move back up here. I'm going to show you guys a trade where I locked in some serious profits live, my entry, my thought process, my target, and all that fun stuff right here in this video. So make sure you stay tuned. All right, so we're looking here for this little breakout right now. I want to see this push back above 15, looking to get long over 15. If we look here at this chart, this 15 area has been resistance on this little move. So we're kind of like in this channel, but looking to see if we get this break over 15 and then try to get a push up into the 25. So right now, kind of waiting and watching for this to push. And we'll see if we get this breakout here. Looking for the break over the high of these candles. Watching the book map right now, that 15 level. If we start to really ramp up here, I might just jump in long. Let's see, starting to ramp it there. Watching 14.25 right here. Possible for the breakout. They seem to kind of be wanting to push it. There's a big buyer at 14 right now. Big buyer at 14. So they're squeezing it. I'm jumping in right there. 25, 15.25. That was there's the squeeze now. And we'll see if they can't push us up there above the 20s next. So we're in the trade now. We are long from the 15s. I could have got probably a little bit better, but wanted that clear break through the 15s first. On the book map right now, we can see we got 20 resistance, and then above us after that, like 25, 30 possible. So that's my plan right now. See if we can get above. We got the 1750 trying to hold us down right there. So we get through that, and then we'll look for 20 to break, and then 25 being a target. And then 30, depending on how this kind of ramps up. If it starts ramping up quicker and quicker, if we start to get a squeeze. We got the VWAP right now at the 18s as well. So the VWAP at the 18 level, if we can get through the VWAP, get above this 20s, I don't see how we don't push up here to the 25s pretty easily. So that's the game plan right now. Looking to see if we get this squeeze now, pushing 17s here. And looking for this breakout over the 19 level right there. You can see we had the you can see we had the 13 EMA here on the 2000 tick chart. We got above that, so that's bullish. I just wanted to wait until we got above this 1450 area, which we ended up just getting right above there and starting to push up now. Probably could have maybe been a little bit better on an entry here, but we're in it, so not much we can do now. And we're just kind of watching to see where this plays out and try to get this push up there above the 20s now. We got the MACD curling up here, trying to get above that pivot on the ES. There's a pivot at the 15, so we got to try to get above that. We got to get above 1920 here to keep this momentum going. But we got above that pivot there on the ES. And now looking to see if we can't keep squeezing through this and then get above that 20s and go 25s or higher. So right now, pushing, how to get my phone, pushing the 18s. So where's my stop at on this? Obviously, my stop right now, is at 10s. But I can move my stop up. Basically, I want my stop like below the 13 EMA. Wow, we are ramping up right now. This is beautiful, guys. This is live in the moment. And look at this thing just going straight up right now. We got that break through the 20s now. Wowzers. And you can see my stop there at the 11s. So my entry there, for that 15 break is basically my stop down here at the 10s below this support there. And it's looking like we could possibly push up there to the 30s. We're above the VWAP right now for the first time today, pretty much getting above that VWAP strong. So kind of looking to see, I like the idea of, we'll see right here, that kind of idea of trying to push up here 28-30 level and testing that again. So if we get this push up into this level there, that would be my target right now. And we got the breakout. This is the perfect Patrick Whelan setup here. We got the breakout to the upside here. We had that kind of consolidation. The reason I thought this would be a good breakout is we kind of put in that higher low. We had a little bit of a liquidity fake out there and kind of pulled down below that 10 area, but then popped right back up. Watching the book map here. The book map always so important for me to kind of keep an eye on where there's the liquidity's at. You can see right now there's a bunch of liquidity stacking up. Some buyers trying to jump up there at the 22s. Some shorts getting squeezed. And we'll see if we can keep on ramping. 30 is not far away. 30 is not far away. We got 25 resistance there, and then 30 up at the top. So if this is a strong reversal, we should be able to get that move all the way up there, I think, to the 30s or higher. So right now, I'm just kind of playing it the way we're in it. So at this point, I can basically move my stop to like the 14. So we're only going to risk, $250 at this point. I mean, if we could pull back and get below my entry again, we're probably getting denied at that resistance there, but we need to get this squeeze in. This is the 2000 tick chart, so it's going to look a little bit different than if you look at the 3-minute chart right here. So on the 3-minute chart, we got 1, 2, 3 candles there on that move, where on the 2000 tick chart, we got basically, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it definitely looks different, right? In terms of the actual difference in the candlestick. So if you look at this candlestick right now, we're just kind of stuck right there. Where if you look at the 2000 tick chart, it kind of looks more like a flag for a breakout. So looking for that breakout over the 23s next, and see if we can't get this move up there, 27s, 30s or higher. So we're in it. Let's go. So pulling back here, 13 EMA acting as support right now, which is totally fine. We want to kind of pull back, find some support here in this area. That 20 area was resistance earlier, so we want to turn the VWAP here, the VWAP at the 1918 level. So we want to turn that into support here to continue to move higher. And the NASDAQ getting stuck at the VWAP. So the NASDAQ and the ES kind of like right there at the VWAP right now. So can we continue to push and get through that level up there? Because I think now it's like, especially with this pullback here, if we keep pushing, you would think, you know, we're definitely going to try to test that high of day. And that high of day is going to be up here at the 34s. So I pretty much like the idea of trying to push up into the 34s or higher here for the end of day. It's 1 o'clock right now. I'm totally fine kind of letting this one ride. We're turning that 13 EMA into support here on the 2000 tick chart. We keep ramping up right now through this 20 area, trying to push up. We want to just get through this area on the 3-minute chart. Not as bad. That 2000 tick chart looks a little bit worse in terms of like that pullback there, but you can see it wasn't that bad on that pullback there. So we pulled back that 80 EMA right there and seeing if we can push through here on the book map right now. That 20 liquidity sitting there. So let's get above that 20 liquidity and start pushing that 25 next. And we get up to the 25s. And then I think we definitely end of day are going to try to get this push up towards the 30, 40s by the end of day. We're above that pivot point. The next pivot on the ES is all the way up to 74. So we're clear for resistance to the upside in terms of pivots. But I think there's a good possibility of trying to get up there into the 30s, high 30s. My target right now, 33s. I'll take 33s on this. Or yeah, I think 33s is pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my stop. I'm going to keep it here at the 11s. I'm going to risk basically 4, a little under 4 handles. We'll do 4 handles there at the 11s. And we'll let this one ride. I'm going to go do some work. I might go to the gym actually. Just keep my my targets set there, and we'll see if it's going to make it up there to the 33s a day. I'm looking at this. Yeah, I mean 33s is like the high, so I think if we get, honestly, if we push all the way to the 33s, like we're going to go 40s or more. So I think looking at this right now, I'm thinking, yeah, we'll leave it there at 32s. Well, 32s be very doable. So I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to go to the gym, let it ride. So we ended up closing out that trade there. You can see the whole trade from the 14, 15 level all the way up here to the 32s. So a nice 15 handle move there. If you look here at the ES, this was the move we were looking for. That idea of pushing up here above the highs. Remember we talked about pushing above this 34 area up there to the 40s. We pushed up there to the 40s perfectly. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but that's pretty perfect. That's pretty perfect. So there it is, the trade working out beautifully, everything that we wanted, the whole entire process. I showed you guys my entry and all of that right here in this video. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, you know what to do. Let's go.